10% of sexually active adults use a vibrator or other sex toy during partner sex. A small study of obese women found that those that accepted their bodies had better sex. The way your brain is wired might influence the number of sexual partners you have. Those whose brains showed more activity when shown a sexual image tended to have had the most sexual partners. Sexual motivation varies from individual to individual. 34% of men ages 25 to 34 that think their sexual peak has passed. 7% of adult females and 8% of adult males identify themselves as gay, lesbian or bisexual. However, the proportion of adults reporting having had a same-sex sexual experience at some point in their lives is higher. Adult men and women rarely engage in just one sex act when they have sex. There were more than 40 combinations of sexual activity described as the adult respondent's most recent sexual event. 200, the average number of calories burned after 30 minutes of sexual intercourse. Masturbating in the presence of a partner is a less popular activity than going solo, with only 49% of men aged 25 to 29 engaging in it. 2% of men think that a satisfying sex life is a top priority. According to a study done by researchers at Rutgers University, different regions of the brain are activated in response to stimulation of the vagina, clitoris, nipples and cervix. A study found that women directly exposed to semen vaginally, in other words, through sex without a condom, were less depressed. Researchers think the mood-altering hormones in semen were absorbed into the body through the vagina. It is illegal to purchase or sell sex toys in the state of Alabama. Alabama is the only remaining state to uphold this law. 78% of females and 85% of males used contraceptives the first time they had sex. Vaginal intercourse is quite common among men aged 18 to 69, with at least 53%, 18 to 19-year-olds, and up to 86%, 25 to 29-year-olds, of respondents saying they've had vaginal intercourse in the past year. The merkin, pubic wig, has been around since the 1400s, when it was worn by women who, because of a fear of lice, had shaved their pubic hair. 14% of men say they let the woman take the lead during sex. Up to 44% of men are uncircumcised. According to a study done by the Marriage and Family Studies Laboratory at Birmingham University, watching relationship-themed movies with your partner might reduce the likeliness of a split. 28% of Americans are living with an incurable STD. 2/3 of college students have been in a friends with benefits relationship, citing the lack of commitment required as the main advantage to such an arrangement. Women who have sex at least once a week have a more regular menstrual cycle than those who have sex less often. 46% of women would rather give up getting laid for 2 weeks rather than logging off the internet for the same amount of time, according to a national survey conducted by Intel. According to the Journal of Sex Research, a person's pain threshold significantly increases during sexual arousal. 11% of men say that they use sex to help relieve stress. According to a study done by the University of Groningen, Netherlands, the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for producing feelings of fear and anxiety, shuts down during a female orgasm. Men who had oral sex before self-reporting their member size had larger penises than those who gave themselves a hand before. Licorice helps reduce your libido. Licorice root has the ability to modulate cortisol levels in the body. Higher cortisol levels inhibit testosterone production, which, in turn, correlates to a lower libido. According to an international survey done by Men's Health, 79% of men's penises are growers while 21% have showers. Low blood sugar can result in a higher incidence of arguments and aggression in couples, according to an Ohio State University study. High cholesterol can be a contributor to erectile dysfunction. ED can actually serve as a warning sign for cardiovascular disease according to a study done by Rutgers University Robert Wood Johnson Medical School. More than 2/3 of healthy Americans are infected with one or more strains of HPV, a type of virus that is transmitted via sexual intercourse and oral sex according to NYU Langone Medical Center. Women were deliberately able to manipulate their voice to make themselves sound sexier, but when men tried they were rated as sounding worse. Appearing less pretentious might help you get a date according to study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology. Birth control can actually affect a woman's taste in men. Research shows that when women take hormonal birth control, they are attracted to men with lower testosterone levels and less masculine physical characteristics. According to several studies, women tend to seek out masculine men during the most fertile times of their cycle. According to a 2014 University of Toronto study, kissing, cuddling, and affectionate talk after sex might be just as important as the actual sex in terms of contributing to relationship satisfaction.